What it do, how y'all doing? Hopefully everybody's fine. Thank you for tapping in with the vibe. Who is the greatest NBA player of all time? A classic sports debate that usually involves a few names. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. A lot of older basketball fans will say Dr. J. Julius Erving. But for the most part, the NBA GOAT conversation consists of these three players: Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and my all-time favorite basketball player, Kobe Bryant. Now, over the years, I've had countless amounts of NBA debates about Michael Jordan versus Kobe Bryant or Kobe Bryant versus LeBron James. Who is better? Mad respect to both LeBron and Jordan, but to me, Kobe Bryant is and will always be the NBA GOAT. That's in my eyes. That's how I view it. And sports debates is good, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? We have trolls here and there, but for the most part, basketball fans love to debate their favorite player, so on and so forth. So in this video, I will explain why I believe Kobe Bryant is the greatest NBA player of all time, and I will compare his career to Michael Jordan and LeBron James throughout this video and probably a few more videos, because those two players are considered to be the greatest of all time as well. So in this video, I will analyze the beginning of their NBA careers. Here is why Kobe Bryant is the greatest of all time. Part 1. Now, unlike Michael Jordan and LeBron James, who were immediately the number one stars on their team and probably damn near the face of the NBA, Kobe wasn't a top 3 NBA draft pick, and for that matter, Kobe Bryant wasn't even a top 10 NBA draft pick. To me, Kobe Bryant had a nice amount of hype around his name, going straight from high school to the NBA, but that hype wasn't nothing compared to Michael Jordan, who played 3 years in college and won the NCAA National Championship, and it was nothing towards LeBron James' epic entrance into the NBA straight from high school as well. The NBA, if you ask me, was waiting on the arrival of Michael Jordan, who was drafted with the 3rd pick in the '84 NBA draft to the Chicago Bulls, and they definitely was waiting on the arrival of LeBron James, who was drafted with the number 1 pick in the 2003 NBA draft to the Cleveland Cavaliers, with arguably the most hype ever surrounding the player entering the NBA. So salute to LeBron and salute to Michael Jordan. Now back to Kobe. He was drafted with the 13th pick in the '96 NBA draft to the New Orleans Hornets, but was later that night traded to the LA Lakers, who also signed big man Shaquille O'Neal that same year. A Laker team who had already had a shooting guard with a lot of potential in Eddie Jones, you know what I'm saying, who they drafted with the 10th pick a few years prior in the 1994 NBA draft. So Kobe was coming to a Laker team that already had a starting shooting guard. You feel me? Now, Eddie George averaged 14 points per game in his rookie season, 1994. And in the second season in the NBA, Eddie George averaged 13 points per game. But in 1996, that was Kobe's rookie season. Eddie Jones improved his game, averaging 36.5 minutes per game, and was the second leading scorer on the Lakers, averaging 17.2 points per game. And also, I might as well mention, he was the NBA's 4th leader in steals per game with 2.4 steals per game in 1996, which led to him being an NBA All-Star that year. So with that being said, Kobe Bryant started his career off playing behind Eddie George and coming off the bench. In an interview with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson on the All the Smoke podcast, Kobe spoke on his first few years in the NBA. You guys should check out that interview. Calling his first few years in the league a nightmare. His coach wasn't in a rush to fully trust Kobe's game and treated the young Kobe unfair in his eyes. Kobe stated on the podcast, coming in as a rookie, if I knew this shit was going to be like this, I would have went to school, saying he wouldn't went to college. My first 2 years were a nightmare. It was tough. I sat around and watched all my peers going out there playing 35 minutes, 37 minutes. People like Allen Iverson, Ray Allen, they were all doing their thing. Sharif Abdul, everybody doing their thing, and I'm sitting here glued to the bench. So that's basically a quote from Kobe Bryant on the All the Smoke podcast about his first couple years in the NBA. Now check out the Kobe Bryant interview on the All the Smoke podcast again. That was a great interview. With that being said, let's check out and compare the first 3 seasons for Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James' career. We can start off with Kobe Bryant, 1996, his rookie year. He only averaged 15.5 minutes per game and 7.6 points per game, playing in 71 games, but only started in 6 games that season. Side note, Kobe won the NBA Slam Dunk Contest in his rookie season. And I believe he also had that Jazz story when they went to the playoffs as well, when he shot 4 air balls, but we probably revisit that later on in another video. Now, Michael Jordan was drafted in '84, and you know how the NBA do it. Like, Kobe was drafted in 1996, so his first season was the 96-97 season, because the season ended in 1997. So for Michael Jordan, it was the '84-'85 season. His rookie season was ended in '85. But with that being said, Michael Jordan played 38.3 minutes per game and averaged 28.2 points per game in his rookie season, playing and starting in all 82 NBA games. MJ won the NBA Rookie of the Year and was an NBA All-Star that year as well. Now on to LeBron. He was drafted in the '03 draft class. In LeBron's rookie season, he played 39.5 minutes per game and averaged 20.9 points per game, playing and starting in 79 games that year, and was the NBA Rookie of the Year. Kobe Bryant's sophomore season, let's get into that. He played 26 minutes per game and averaged 15.4 points per game, playing in 79 games and only starting 1 game that season. Side note, that year Kobe was the runner-up for the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award and was named to the NBA All-Star game alongside 3 of his teammates. So salute to Kobe. He did get to go to the NBA All-Star game in his sophomore year. Now let's talk about LeBron's sophomore year, which was 2004-2005 season. He played 42.3 minutes per game and averaged 27.2 points per game, playing and starting 80 games that NBA season. He led the league in minutes per game that season, and his 2.2 steals per game was a career high, and also went to his first All-Star game appearance in his sophomore season. So, comparison to Kobe and LeBron, they both went to their first All-Star games in their second season in the NBA. Now let's check out Jordan's sophomore year. MJ played 18 games his sophomore year due to a foot injury, and he played 25.1 minutes per game while averaging 22.7 points per game. Now I believe MJ's sophomore season, he was able to come back in the postseason, and I think that's when he broke the record for most points in a playoff game that year, but you can don't quote me on that, but I believe so. He was able to come back in the postseason and play the game and score, I think, 60 something points, and broke the record for most points in the playoff game that year, his sophomore year. Now let's check out their junior years. We might as well start with Jordan in '86, because MJ was able to bounce back from his sophomore year after being injured, and he played 40 minutes per game that year, averaged 37.1 points per game, playing averaged 37.1 points per game, playing and starting in all 82 games. Salute to MJ. Now, LeBron's junior year was 05-06 season. He played 42.5 minutes per game and averaged a career high 31.4 points per game, playing and starting in 79 games that year in the NBA. Now, as far as Kobe's junior year, was 1998. The NBA had a lockout season that year, and he played 37.9 minutes per game and averaged 19.9 points per game, playing and starting in all 50 games that lockout season, and had a career high in blocks with 1 block per game that season. Now, Kobe stated that the only reason he was able to be a starter that season was because Rick Fox got injured. He said that the coach wanted to start someone else before him, but that player got injured as well, and that gave Kobe the opportunity he needed to showcase his talent, even though it was at the small forward position, not the shooting guard position. So he probably was playing alongside Eddie Jones at the time when the NBA small forwards were bigger players. So you know what I'm saying. He was playing against bigger players at the small forward position. Safe to say that the coach wasn't really a fan of Kobe Bryant. Now, by Kobe's 4th NBA season, the Lakers had hired legendary coach Phil Jackson to the team, and it was go time for Kobe Bryant. Switch at the coaching position. Somebody that already coached Michael Jordan in prior years and probably saw something in Kobe Bryant, really gave him his opportunity. and things got to rolling for Kobe Bryant. So overall, how I see it, Kobe Bryant didn't have a quick start or a breakout start to his NBA career. He basically played catch up to his peers. He wasn't the number one guy or option on his team as well. For some time in his career, he was playing alongside Shaq. Not saying that he didn't put up great numbers with Shaq, because he did, but he still became an NBA GOAT to many, had many great seasons alongside Shaq and without Shaquille O'Neal on his team as well. Salute to Shaq, man, one of my favorite basketball players as well. Many people doubted that Kobe could win a ring without Shaq, but he did, going to the finals 3 years in a row and winning 2 out of 3 without the big guy Shaquille O'Neal, the Shaq Diesel, on his team. He overcame the odds, being a bench player, proving himself to the Lakers organization and the fans worldwide. Even though he didn't play that much for the first few years, he did have some epic duos or matchups with Michael Jordan as well. So that's, to me, that's one of the reasons why Kobe Bryant is the GOAT in my eyes, and I consider him better than Michael Jordan and LeBron James. They all can be number one. Everybody can make a case for them being number one on that list, but to me, it's Kobe Bryant, somebody I got to see play basketball and overcome the odds. With that being said, you guys, that's one reason why I feel Kobe Bryant is the greatest NBA player of all time. And to me, he's a little bit better than MJ and LeBron James. I saw him overcome odds, a lot of odds. We all know the thing that happened in Denver, and he still came back and balled out. He won championships while being injured fingers, and so on and so forth. He had that killer mentality, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Y'all let me know who y'all think is the GOAT in the NBA. Who y'all think is better out of the three, or is it somebody else? It's all sports debate, so let's just have fun. And until the next video, I'll come with my next opinion on why I feel Kobe is better than MJ and Jordan. And again, everybody can have their case of why Michael Jordan and LeBron is number one, because they got their own cases to why they number one as well. But to me, it's Kobe. With that being said, y'all have a great day.